So, of course, the higher the stat. Can you relax, bro? I'm trying to do something here. You're gonna make me kill you. You're gonna make me kill you. But yes, of course, the higher the stat in the arcane setting, the more buildup they will get per hit. So you see this halberd has S ranking in the arcane, and this has none. So they will get way more buildup with whatever status you have, poison, sleep, bleed, whatever, the higher the arcane stat is. As an example, we're going to apply the sulfuric grease to this weapon, right? And I should be able to 2-tap him. Maybe 3? Four? There we go. 4 hits. And now he's asleep. Right? So typically you would want to dual wield weapons because obviously you have Saint Trina's weapons that get coded in the sleep build, but they don't have an arcane stat, so you get less out of them. You have to duel with them to increase the amount they get out of it, right? So for me personally, I believe that using a two-handed weapon with a high arcane buildup, such as the this halberd here, or you have the fan-looking weapon. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This also has an A rank in scaling to get more status out of each hit, and blood will also increase the amount of buildup that you get. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna run it back. I'm gonna head back to the beginning here. Hey, welcome to the stream. Just doing a quick little how-to. We're gonna talk about crit damage yet next and how to maximize that. So for now, we're gonna killing him is pointless. Who cares anymore, right? So we're gonna code it to get more status out of it. We're gonna one-hand it. Also like this weapon because of its weapon art, right? So this will give me the double slash spin, whatever. It's 1, 2. Why did you not go to sleep yet? Did you go to sleep? It's night time, buddy. We talked about this. There it is. Maybe I should try this on a stronger enemy. Not very strong. So now he's asleep. Now if we had used the Saint Trina's, we would have had to apply both, try jump attacks, increase arcane as high as possible in order to put this guy to sleep. Now if I had to use the Bloodhound Finesse, obviously it's got better combos, this and that, but it would have killed him before the status was applied. So this actually won't work on players as well as it does NPCs like this guy here. Because he's out. He's done. He's not going to get up for at least another 30 seconds. So we're going to talk about crit damage next. And how to increase it. So obviously, the higher the critical chance, the higher the damage will do. Right? So your dagger plus 25 upgraded all the way. Just do a comparison. It did not go up. You cannot manually adjust the critical amount that you get out of any weapon. So the critical is only at 130. This is at 140. I tried the dagger. It stays at 110. The best way to get the most out of whatever you're using for crit strength is to put keen on it, because the keen will increase the arcane. The arcane and the dex, the most important things for critical strikes. So you'll go from maybe 1,000 damage to 1,200 just by putting keen on it. Ice also works really well too for that status element. So we're actually going to leave this entire area. Where was that area I was going to? That was up towards... Is this it? No. This map is so damn big, I can't remember where I was going. I think this was it. No, that's the Murkwater Catacombs. Who goes there? Or Master Shack. Oh, I can't remember the area. It's so annoying. Pretty sure that's not it. Oh, also, if you ever want a DPS test, I would highly recommend the Freezing Lakes. There is a giant that spawns right about here, and you can test out whatever bonk builds, whatever crit builds, sleep. Sleep doesn't work on them, don't try it. Poison builds that you would like against whatever opponent. But for now, let's just try to find a stronger enemy where we can just kind of bully him and test how much damage we can dish out at one time. So I could have sworn the area was around here. Was this it? I know it was by a cave. Oh, this is exasperating. Alright, well dude, you're just gonna have to get bullied. Sorry. So we're gonna talk about sleep damage next. Well, not sleep damage, poison damage, and how to get the most out of it. So if you want to maximize your damage output, I would recommend putting on the Bloodlord's Exaltation, right? And then put on the Kindred of Rod's Exaltation. So if you apply a poison Art of War to your weapon, you can maximize the damage you do at one time. So you say you're dual wielding a type of curved sword, which is honestly one of my main builds. Curved sword build-up, blood build-ups are enormous. It is uncouth how much it is. The Bandit's curved sword is really good. I see a lot of people using some other curved sword. Yeah, the Omen Cleaver swords are really good. So you would apply poison to those and let the build-up proc at once, and then you would use the Ash of War to proc it all at one time and then reset the combo. So let's go ahead and just throw it on one of these Bandit's curved sword real quick and test that damage out. The katanas work as well, but you want to proc bleed and poison at the same time for maximum damage. So let's just put it on this one. Yeah, we'll clip both for this. It's alright. It's alright, there's a lot of weapons here. It takes me a second to navigate through all this nonsense. Here we go. Alright, so if you want to get the most damage out of poison and bleed at the same time with all these buffs, so you would get maybe a 50% standard damage boost. So we're going to talk about 50% damage boost with the Shard of Alexander, as well as the Rotted Wing Insignia, right? Actually, the Maleficent Protheus might work better, but we're not going to bother with that anyway. So let's go here. War. We're going to throw it on that doesn't have seppuku. Where is this status? There it is. The Bandit's Poison Curved Sword. Well, yeah, Poison Mothlight. We're going to put it on poison. Right? Cool. So just now we've just boosted our damage enormously. So we're going to activate seppuku. Right? That pops the Bloodlord's Insignia. And then we're going to go up. Since Arcane is higher, he'll get higher build-up. Boom. Dead. That's 3,000 damage. Right there. Period. Right? I didn't even get to use this ability on him. If I had gotten to use it, I would have done around maybe closer to 4,000 damage. So this is what I was saying, go to freezing lakes. Because the giants up here, there's one that spawns right down the lake. You can damage test as much as you want on them. So we're going to head this way and try that. I'm not sure how much damage they'll take from poison, but he'll definitely survive longer than that guy did. Welcome to the stream. Doing a little consultation, some information that I found. Sleep is really good depending on what you're using. Of course, as I was saying earlier, the higher your arcane stat, or the higher the arcane a weapon has on it, the arcane status on this is S. The higher stack you'll get per individual hit to build your sleep, poison, bleed, whatever, right? Of course, these are already really high. The Bandit's curved swords already have a really high status. Yeah, I'm not running down there. I don't get paid for that. We're just gonna run down here, nice and easy. We're gonna activate seppuku. See, now we've got the Bloodlord's Exaltation activated. We're gonna run up to this guy. We're not gonna run up to this guy. We're gonna heal first, actually. I need you to relax, buddy. We're gonna hit him with this blood. We're gonna jump. Per hit. That's 7,000. 8,000. That's 8,000 damage in what, 2 swings? It's absurd. If I had put on the jumping insignia, the claw I believe it's called, yeah, he's dead now. We could finish him right now. And that was what, 4 swings? We've downed this giant. So let's run it back. Let's test that damage again. Hopefully without getting knocked back profusely. Try to activate it a little bit closer. And that's without, you know, the Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength. These are just standard hits. Just really standard hits. So I want to try that again. Activate it a little bit closer. You can also build the status with pots if you like, or change out the poison with Crimson Rot instead. Personally, I would recommend against it. There's not a whole lot of Crimson Rot spells or weapon arts out there in general. I am really just eating your blows today, huh? So we're gonna do that to start. That's a grand. So now we've got a stack from both. Waiting for that bleed to proc. Don't run. It's inconvenient. You're really dodgy today, aren't you? $6,000 over. Yeah, that's 10,000 right there. I'm not even sure if the now he's down. 4 hits. 4 hits I believe it took. I don't know how fast he procs. Don't get up. I should have killed you. It's alright. And there it is. So yeah, I would recommend Poison and Bleed together to get those full procs off. You can pop it with the Poison Ash of War and pretty much just down whatever you want. I don't have a boss to fight. I'm on New Game Plus 5, I believe, so all the bosses are already dead. But yeah, thanks for coming to the TED Talk. That's how you build it. Remember, you want Arcane as high as possible on any weapon to get the most out of your stacks. You want to proc with it as much as you can instead of one thing at a time. Right now I'm just running Sleep, mostly because I'm bored. There's nothing else to do. So that's how it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, like and subscribe. Yeah.